Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since my last video, so I'm excited to finally bring you something new. If you follow the channel, you'll know that I have a specific game I'm really into. In fact, I made over 100 videos about it. So today we're diving into a topic that I think is both fun and a bit nostalgic: Pac-Man clones. I'll be looking at 5 games that range from, you would say, inspired by to see you in court. First, just to get in the mood, let's start with the original Pac-Man. Pac-Man, released in 1980 by Namco, was a huge hit and completely changed the video game industry. At that time, most arcade games were about shooting, fighting, or just playing ping pong. But Pac-Man was different. You controlled a simple yellow character through a maze, eating dots and avoiding ghosts. The game was easy to learn, but hard to master, and its simplicity made it perfect for both casual and hardcore players. It was also one of the first examples of AI, as the ghosts just didn't move randomly. Each had their own AI and, you could say, personality. For example, Blinky, the red ghost, always tries to chase you directly, while Pinky, the pink ghost, tries to cut you off. This clever design made Pac-Man more strategic than it seemed. Now let's start our list of the clones with Theif. This game was released in 1981, and it feels very similar to Pac-Man at first glance. Instead of playing as Pac-Man, you play as a thief trying to steal money bags in a maze, while police cars chase you around instead of ghosts. There's no doubt that this game is heavily inspired by Pac-Man, and the gameplay is very similar, but it has its own unique look and feel. What's fun about Theif is that you're the bad guy this time, trying to escape justice. Next on the list is The Hand. This might be the weirdest game that I'll talk about today. You control a giant hand, yes, a hand, that chases other hands around a maze. There's no power-ups, but instead you eliminate the enemies based on the rock, paper, scissors method. Yes, you heard it right. This is actually a mix of rock, paper, scissors and Pac-Man. And yes, it is as strange as it sounds. It's not as polished or famous as Pac-Man, but the hand has its own quirky charm. Moving up the list, we have Eyes. This game is quite different from Pac-Man in one big way. You can shoot your enemies. Instead of being defenseless against ghosts, you play as an eyeball moving through a maze, and you can fire at other enemy eyes. The game can get intense because of the enemies also shoot back, so you always have to be on your toes. Eyes also look a lot like the original Pac-Man, especially in terms of sprite size and the overall look and feel. No doubt that the developers has playing their share of Pac-Man. At number 2 we have Piranha. This one sticks very closely to the original Pac-Man gameplay, but with an underwater twist. Instead of Pac-Man, you play as a fish swimming through underwater mazes, eating dots and avoiding sea creatures instead of ghosts. Besides the different sprites, another significant difference from Pac-Man is there's hardly any walls, which actually makes it even more difficult. Not only does this game look very similar to Pac-Man, but even the sounds resemble Pac-Man, as if from an alternative universe. And now we come to Hanglyman, which is my number one, aka see you in court. Hanglymans, reassembled to the original, led to legal action. The game was a hacked version of Pac-Man that appeared in a case after the massive success of the original. Hanglyman kept the same core gameplay, but introduced minor tweaks such as changes to the maze and ghost behavior. The maze changes as you play. Parts of the walls disappears and reappears, adding an extra challenge because it's harder to plan your route. In many ways, Hanglyman feels like a harder version of Pac-Man. It's almost as if the developers took Pac-Man and thought, how can we best mess with the player? So there you have it. 5 Pac-Man clones that range from inspired tributes to near carbon copies. Each one has its own unique twist, and it's always interesting to see how other developers put their own spin on the classic. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And if you have any other Pac-Man clones or retro games you want me to check out, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.